Greetings, everyone, anyone and anything that may tune in. I've been having questions in my mind about what future we have. I'm from Kenya. We all see what's happening in the world. Most of us are aware of the Palestine issue. There's a war just near my border over here. If you cross in the western part of Kenya, you go past South Sudan. You go to Sudan where there's genocide taking place. When you go to Congo, just western from this region, western of Tanzania and Rwanda and Uganda, you hear there's conflict of people. I don't even know why people are killing people for. Why do we have to kill each other just to get all these things? Just because someone has enough money or mechanism to manipulate the news, this doesn't justify them being able to continue to perpetuate the crime they're doing. Those soldiers that are killing innocent children, bombing them, those soldiers that are killing innocent women, even innocent men. In reality, I know no one wants to leave their family at home and go and fight somewhere, risk his life in a jungle somewhere, fighting for who knows who purposes, just to get paid, to get on with life. Such a sad state that we are in as a world, and in my continent, it's so much dire than I really wish it could be. All these wars, if you look into it, you get to find the seed of hate. We have no reason to hate each other other than what we have trained ourselves to accept as normal. We can do more constructive things working together than fighting each other, trying to destroy each other. But people are obsessed by greed, power, and all these other things, which they are really nothing important after all. The most important thing in this life is your human experience. Your human experience that you gain for your soul, for your people. I have been in war. You've been in war. We have all been in war at one time. Even though you might not remember, it's because you are limited by your perception of who you think you are right now. You don't remember the dreams you see yourself in war fighting, running away from people dying and all these other things. These dreams, you have them because you have shared that part of reality. At one point, I have been a soldier. At one point, I have been killed by a soldier. The same as to anyone else. Even the person who is killing people right now, let's say in Sudan or Congo, at one point, they were also killed by someone. But they are so blind to the point they don't have the compassion to something from see and perceive things from other people's perspective so that they can have a compassionate action towards them. But even when you go with your ignorance, thumping your ego, saying you're the man now, you have the most powerful weapon, you can kill as many people as you wish with no consequences. Let nobody lie to you. Everything has a consequence. Everything is consequential. Everything happens for a reason. Those children that are being killed right now, those children that are being bombed, they'll come back again. It's not over for them, they'll come back again. Those soldiers who died in war, some of them have been stuck in the war zone for how many years, who knows? For as long as our earth has existed, there have been history of wars and all these other places. There are some people who have been stuck in war zones still fighting wars that ended 1,000 years ago. They're still fighting it today. It's such a traumatic thing for a spirit to experience a death in such a terror, and we have normalized it. These are the things that create tensions in our environment, create haunted grounds, places where things never seem to be okay. Things might look okay, but when you stay there, things never seem to work okay. It's because of people who are trapped in these wars. Wars for kings, wars for priests, wars for money, killing people for the sake of agenda that doesn't even help anyone. We have enough for everyone. We have enough food for everyone. The resources of the earth, they are for everyone. It's not meant to be exploited like we are doing. We are destroying our own home just because we want to be materialistic. We want to make a gadget that's not complicated than the gadget that nature itself makes. We make gadgets that pollute our environment, destroy our habitat, make children mine for minerals instead of them enjoying their childhood to grow up to maturity of love and compassion. And we call this economics. We call this business. We call this capitalism. We call this modern world development. The same, this old energy needs to die. This energy needs to die soon, if not soon enough. Oh, its time is up. We have no time for it anymore. I'm not saying this for myself. I know there are many like me who are born at this time to ground specific truths that people are not unwilling to face. Reality is not as simple as you might try to put it, and you can never escape your reality. For every life you take, for every life you deceive, you shall spend your spirit trying to make sure you made the people who you deceive when they die to know you deceived them before your spirit can move to any other place. All this guilt you put on yourself is unnecessary if you just choose to be compassionate in your action. Do the will of God. That's the will to love. Do to others what you wish to be done unto you. Where does this parasitic attitude come from? Where do we get this to the point we justify people going to war? Why can't we invest the same way we invest in making nuclear weapons that people are so proud of? Huh? MK47 or whatever latest version of killing machine you're making. That's nothing to be proud of. That's not progressive. As a civilization, you're still yet to go far. Because many of us are not aware of our dream spaces. The dreams you experience and you dream at night are real. They're not figment of imagination. They form reality. In your dream, there's another version of reality that you're not focused upon. And that version of reality has a lot of intriguing parts that has to do with the things you experience in your waking life. And in your dream, you are connected to all parts of who you ever were and you will ever be. Because in your dream, you're not stuck in time. Because we are stuck in our ego, we don't see how we create the problems for ourselves. Some of us have anger issues. We don't know where it came from. We want to blame our parents. Some is not even from our parents. Some is coming from the traumatic experience we have faced in our other lives that got ingrained in our body even when we took another bath. Reality is not simple as you make it. You killing children today, you'll you will be also a child killed at one point, or you are a child killed at one point, but you're not willing to be conscious of who you are and of your actions. So you just rather follow orders and do unreasonable things. Their time is coming. There is a time coming, and that time is coming sooner than you think. When these old ideas die of people competing, killing each other over earth, digging and destroying the surface of the earth just to to get a few metals, to make a few toys that are relevant, things that don't even add to our life activity. Technology is good. It can be good. It can be best than what we have ever had. But it has that will come from what we put in our hearts, what we cultivate in ourselves as people living on this earth. What we put in our hearts is what creates the technology we want. Look around. See the technology that we're developing. It's just about exploiting people. Everybody just want to see you as something to do business with.